Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel, and of course it's Adunni here again. And in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make your own U-part wig at home, and these are the few things that I use in achieving that. I put the name on the screen, and guys, this wig turned out so beautiful, like so pretty, and I totally love the outcome. I share with you guys specific techniques on how to achieve your own using sewing. So if you don't have a sewing machine at home, this video is definitely for you. And also if you're avoiding using glue, this video is for you. So I went ahead to prep my wig cap. So as opposed to my previous videos on this channel, this is the first time I will be using a spandex dome cap on this channel. And guys, I think I enjoyed using it. I totally love it. I went ahead to prep my wig, and I am just showing you guys everything that I need. So if you guys can notice that the part where it has the transparent net is where I intend cutting out after finishing my wig. So this wig is actually kind of helpful because it already has the U-parts designed cut out if you do not want to use closure on that part. So you guys are going to see how I will do that if you keep watching and do not skip any part of this video. So I'm using this old Brazilian weave that I have had at home. This extension is very old, guys. If you're new on my channel, I am Adunni. I am a lifestyle content creator based in Abuja, Nigeria. So if you're new on this channel, please, if you enjoyed this video, which I know you will, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to join the happy growing family, and turn on post notification. I am trying to have a pattern of uploading this year, so I upload my videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays, guys. And you can always check my short section for any new updates, any new upload, any announcement to be on my community. And if you have any question, any comments, please feel free to use the comment section. And I also have my Instagram handle on the screen and the link in the description box. Also, I have my email where you can reach out to me if you want to ask me any questions. So I am using my tape rule to measure out 1 inch apart on the wig, and this is just for me to create a sewing track, because I don't want my wig to come out messed up. I want it to look very nice. I want it to be well layered. So I am measuring out 1 inch apart, depending on how full you actually want your wig to be, but 1 inch apart is actually going to give you the best results. And this is something that you can basically do at home if you have your extension at home. Also, if you have your extension new and you don't want to cut it, I have all of the tips for you not to cut your extension into smaller pieces in this video, which is the reason why you don't want to skip any parts. Like, you don't want to skip any parts. And all of the things I use in this video are things that you can get from your local beauty supply store or from the market. You can get them, like, they are basic things that you can get anywhere you're living. Okay, all right. So I went ahead to carefully measure out 1 inch apart on my spandex dome cap, and this U-part wig is something that you can make with any type of extension. I will definitely be making another one using maybe an afro extension. This is a human hair. I will definitely be using something else, maybe with a synthetic. So what I'm doing at this stage is looking out for the right and the wrong part. And if you guys can see, as opposed to the previous part, this part is laid down as opposed to what you saw like a few minutes before that part. You guys understand? So now I am using my needle and black thread to just unstitch it. You guys are going to see a more detailed part of that in a few seconds, I guess. So this is the first layer, and I am just stitching it, and I will show you guys I'll just show you guys what to do next. So what I went ahead to do now is to use my T-pin to hold my extension on my outlined track. So this is going to help you keep your T-pin it will help you keep your extension in place, because imagine if you don't have this extension pinned down to your mannequin head and you have to be using your hand to drag it, and you're still using the same hand to sew it. Like, abba, now pity the hand. So what I went ahead to do is just to use my extension to hold it down on my track, which will help my extension stay in place as I am going ahead to sew it. It just makes your work, it makes your work easy. Like, you guys know, as much as I enjoy DIYs, I will always show you guys the easiest way to do it. So now just watch closely how I am unsewing it, and at each prick, I don't know the right word to use at this point, at each sewing I made sure that I gave it double knots. Can you guys see? So it helps my extension stay more secure. I don't want my extension falling out when I am brushing it, or when I am flat ironing it, or when I am coiling it. So giving it double knots is just like an extra security. You can totally avoid that if you do not want, like if you don't want to be doing the double knot at every sewing, at every, like, you guys shall understand. You can totally avoid it, but for me, I prefer doing it this way, and it just help my extension feel more secure, basically. So as you guys can see, that as I am sewing it in, I am removing the pin as I'm getting closer to it, and it just makes my work easy, because I can't imagine sewing and using my hand to be placing it. No. We're not here for suffer head. Yes, we want to do it ourselves, but we're not going to suffer. So you guys just keep watching and seeing what I do. Okay, no, before you keep watching, if you haven't watched any of my previous video, please, after watching this one, kindly go watch another video on my channel. I have a lot of helpful tutorials that will definitely help you saving money. It will, and a few of all of these tutorials are things that you can start as a business idea. So if it's something you're interested in, please do keep watching. So now I'm going to show you guys how to turn over your extension without cutting it into pieces. So what I went ahead to do is to make sure that the first line is well tacked in, and I did the double sewing again and cut out my thread. Now you're going to follow your track again and just turn your extension over, because cutting your extension into pieces will actually make you start losing them, which you don't want. So this way your extension is not in pieces, although there are some of these hair that are in pieces, but this is actually a way to save your extension from it being in pieces. So you just want to go ahead again to use the pin to hold it in track like we did earlier, and also it is just to make your job easy. Like, who has time to be stressing? Nobody, like absolutely nobody. So that is what I went ahead to do, as you guys can see. And after pinning it down to my outlined track, I went ahead to start sewing it again, just the way I did earlier, as you guys saw. And now if it's still remaining, you just go over it and fold it again. Like, do you guys understand? I'm very sure you understand. Now we are going to get to the very tricky part, which is the closing part. And these parts you do not want to mess up, because apparently it won't be exposed. Like, your hair can still cover it, but then again, you just don't want to take chances. You want to make sure that it's well sewn, it's well laid down. And at this part, if you have any extra extensions sticking out, you just have to cut it away, which is what I did in my own case. I had like very tiny, like I think it's even less than an inch that was left out, or maybe an inch. I had to cut it out. So I sewed this part also, but I did it very tiny, and I used like the under sewing technique. If you guys watch closely, which I will leave you guys to watch now, you will understand what I am saying. So now we're done with the sewing part, and I went ahead to sew my wig comb to both sides of the upper part of the U part wig, as you guys saw. And I went ahead to just beautify my wig by curling it. Guys, the light shocked me when I was trying to curl this wig, guys. Please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Turn on post notification and just enjoy the beautiful outcome of this video. And if you want to contact me, my contact information are in the description box. And I went ahead to comb it out, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and do not forget to watch one more video before leaving the channel. Bye guys.